If there's a spider to be killed on the wall at night, there's a question of manhood if you don't kill the spider.
When I first saw, like, what does it mean to be a man? I was kind of stumped because I don't really think about questions like that.
Ah, yes, gender. Let's talk.
It's a tough, not that we have it tough, but it's a very interesting time, I think, for man. They're kind of under the microscope.
I mean, being raised by a man, you get held to certain responsibilities of being a man.
I have a lot of like cliche ideas of like what it means to be a man, because like my dad was like a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan and Sylvester Stallone fan.
And you get this idea of what a man is supposed to be, holds his emotions in, is very strong, is the man of the house. And now as I get older, it's like all that stuff's just taught.
From a very young age, we start to tell boys, no, you can't cry. No, you have to feel this way. You have to act a certain way. You have to look a certain way. You have to be a man.
Like, if you get hurt on the field, like, so what? Like, go worry about that later. Like, you're a man, man up. Like, go hard, get the next tackle, like, get the next interception.
In college, like, all we did was lift weights. It was like, who could lift the most weights? And there was this guy, Andy, who would come around and, like, if you were on a piece of equipment, he'd come up to you and, like, make it more weight, and then just do a couple in front of you and then walk to the other guy, jump on his machine, put more weight on it, and just like do more.
I think that men have heart attacks because their emotions go inward as opposed to outward.
Suicide rates of men are almost twice as high as females because we are told to hide our emotions. We can't seek help. We have to be strong. We have to handle things ourselves. And that's where the problems become damaging. We have a lot of things working in our favor, but we have to be able to recognize and acknowledge what isn't so we can help and grow.
I can't cry around other people, you know what I'm saying? It's just my thing, but those crying times are very, it's essential to, you know, keeping yourself together. It's almost like you're washing something away and it's nurturing you to come back even stronger.
When I think about being a man, I do think about aspects of responsibility and how we kind of have a responsibility to do good, because I think there are a lot of negative associations with manhood.
It's not this sense where I'm just like, oh, I suck because I'm a man, like I'm the worst, like I am responsible for all these things. Like all I can do is just be a person who listens and is receptive to new information and new life experiences.
And I think that there are so many minute aspects of our society that sort of diminish a woman's importance, and they're hard to see. And as a man, we don't have to see them. So often we're just blind to them. And so when a woman brings up that they're not treated the same way, or that they face oppression, or that they face these subtle disadvantages, we go like, well, I didn't experience that, so how can that be true? What is the statement? Empathy is the hardest for those in power. I feel like that's very telling.
The definitions of manhood must change if society is truly going to progress and evolve.
I think people are people. I don't see myself any better or any worse because we're all trying to get along, you know. What more could you say?